So, hello guys, today we're going to study about chemical reaction. Under chemical reaction, specifically types of chemical reaction. Before going to types of chemical reaction, let us see what do we mean by chemical reaction. Chemical reaction means any components. We have lots of elements in our world. So, any element which interact, or you can call it as react together to give you a final product. I'll give you an example. Two friends which are very close to each other. If they fought, there is an interaction. So you see two friends fighting, so there is an interaction. Then what will be the result? They will break down their friendship. So this is what you call as same thing happens in your chemical reaction. One or more element get reacted and the final product will have change in state of their physical property. Now, types of chemical reaction. We have 5 types of chemical reaction. Let us see what. First is your combination reaction. Second, your decomposition reaction. Third will be your displacement reaction. Fourth, double displacement reaction, and then you have at last oxidation and reduction reaction. In specifically, what is combination reaction? The word itself, combination reaction, means a reaction where two or more substances get combined and give you a final single product. Remember the word single. For example, if I take a element A and reacts with element B, will get a product C. C can be anything. Let me take a specific example. Your calcium oxide is combining with H2O. Basically, calcium oxide is reacting with H2O to give calcium hydroxide plus heat. So, what do you mean by this? Two or more reactants getting reacted and you are getting a final product. So this is your combination reaction. Now you might wondering, what is this heat? Heat is a byproduct. So any reaction which release heat is known as exothermic reaction. They might ask you for 1 mark, like they'll give you an equation where you have to find what is an exothermic reaction. So when a reaction where heat is released, that is your exothermic reaction. Then the second reaction is your decomposition reaction. Now what is this decomposition reaction? It is exactly the opposite of combination reaction. If you have understood combination reaction, then decomposition reaction will be easier to understand. Now what's this decomposition reaction? Here, we'll take the same example. Here, A plus B is reacted, you will get C. So, two or more reactive getting reacted and give you a single product, only one product. But decomposition reaction is the opposite. Suppose you have A as a reactant. A is your reactant. A will react and give you B plus C or any other substances. So what do you understand by this? When A is getting reacted, you are getting two or more products. That's what decomposition reaction means. Let me take an example. We have ferrous sulfate. When it is heated up, you are getting products ferric oxide and SO2 and SO3. See here, in this example, there is only one reactant, and after reacting, when it is heated up, you are getting two or more products. So this is your decomposition reaction. But see here, for decomposition reaction to happen, you should supply an external energy. Why? Because if I take an example, this marker is comfortably arranged. Now, if I want to break this marker, I have to put an external force. Correct? So, to break a substance, you have to provide an external external energy. That can be your heat energy or light energy or electricity. Now, the reaction which undergo decomposition reaction by help of heat, that is known as heat decomposition reaction. Reaction which undergo decomposition with the help of light is known as light decomposition reaction, or you call it as photo decomposition reaction. Then you have reaction which undergo decomposition with the help of electricity, also known as electrolysis decomposition reaction. So then we'll go to the third chemical reaction. Third chemical reaction is your displacement reaction. Now, word displacement means moving an object from here to here, you call it as displacement, correct? Element A, and if I have an element A which is reacting with BC, this element C will displace with A and become AC, and B is left out. This is your displacement reaction. Displacement reaction can be defined as when you have two different elements and one element is more powerful than other, or one element is more reactive than other. If I take an example, Fe plus CuSO4 getting reacted, and you see sulfur is displaced from copper sulfate to iron sulfate. Now how this happen and why it is happening? We know that iron is more reactive than copper. Then how do you know this? We'll get to know this in our later chapter, that is your metals and non-metals. But for now, just understand iron is more reactive than copper. So basically it means iron is more powerful than copper. So what does this sulfur do? This sulfur will get attached with iron and become iron sulfate. So this is your displacement reaction. After that, if you have studied a displacement reaction, then it's very easy to study double displacement reaction, displacement and double displacement. So here there is only one displacement happening, but in double displacement there are two displacement happening. So I have written the definition of double displacement reaction. Now what is that? Reaction in which there is an exchange of ion between the reactants. So what do you mean by this exchange? Exchange. It's 1-to-1 exchange. Now what do you mean by this? Here, if I have an element AB and CD, this A will take D and this B will attach with C, and you will get it as AB and BC. So what is happening here? There is an 1-to-1 displacement. It's like I'll give you one, you have to give me one. Let's take an example. Na2SO4, that is your sodium sulfate plus barium chloride get reacted, and you are getting barium sulfate plus NaCl. This is your double displacement reaction. And last we have oxidation and reduction. What is oxidation reaction? In general, oxidation, something related to oxygen, right? So any reactant or any substance where the oxygen is adding, you can call it, in simple word, you can call it as addition of oxygen and or removal of hydrogen. I write it here. Addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. For example, here we are taking as copper plus oxygen, where oxygen is adding to the copper. So this is your oxidation reaction, where oxygen is getting added to a substance and you are getting final product as copper oxide. This is your oxidation reaction. Now, how is reduction related to oxidation? It's the exactly opposite. Addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. Let's take an example. Copper oxide plus hydrogen. You are adding an hydrogen. So this is your reduction reaction. There is something called redox reaction. Now what is that? We'll take a same example for understanding. Redox reaction means, see this copper oxide plus hydrogen will give you copper plus water, correct? You see in this copper oxide, oxygen is getting eliminated. So this process, as you know, oxygen is getting eliminated. So this process is your reduction. But if you see in the same equation, you have hydrogen, which is gaining an oxygen, correct? So this hydrogen is undergoing oxidation, correct? So in a single equation, there is both reduction and oxidation reaction taking place. So this reaction, we call it as redox reaction. So I hope you understood the video. If you have any doubt, please comment on the comment section. Thank you.